You ever bought a game that you actually had no idea about, hated it, and then somehow loved it when you look back on it? Well, for this year, it had to be Huniepop for me. A title that also was crowdfunded by Kickstarter. Jeez, it's almost like it's a thing with this channel. And gained a cult following on YouTube. Fortunately, before purchasing it, I never saw any gameplay of it, and all I knew about it that it was banned on Twitch. After putting more hours than I really should have, let's take a look at Huniepop.
Said, let's go talk to some broads.
Huniepop is a mixture of a genre I like and one I absolutely hate. Booting this up, I thought it was a full-blown parody dating sim, but once I got to the tutorial, I realized this was the other half of the game. Out of my personal bias, I instantaneously hated the game. I thought it was just some Candy Crush ripoff. I actually considered getting a refund, but instead, I gave it a chance. Once I really got to know how the game works, I realized how deep the mechanics were in mixing the two genres, and I was shocked by how much fun I was having. Huniepop's art style is basically your generic anime style, but it wears it with a badge of honor. One thing I have to praise it for is the cast. You got a very diverse group of girls, ranging from a Mexican, an Asian, an African American, a cat, and even an alien. Yep! Even intergalactic species are well represented. The art is very well drawn, and man, these women are so sugoi. The gameplay in Huniepop is very easy to grasp around. If you played a dating sim, the first half will be very familiar to you. You meet girls, you talk to them, you buy them gifts, and date them till your ultimate goal being to, well, you know. Talking to girls and giving them gifts will give you honey, which you can use to buy upgrades, which you will need.
You have exceptional dating abilities.
The other half of the game, of course, is Bejeweled. But it's more than just that. Well, you first got your 4 traits: talent, romance, flirtation, and sexuality. The game encourages that you pay attention to what traits your girl likes and hates, and teaches you to plan ahead accordingly for each date. Passion tokens allow for the passion meter to rise and gain more points for each match, sentiment is currency for exchanging date gifts, and the bells give you extra moves. Also, don't match the broken heart tokens, you will hate yourself for it.
What? Unacceptable.
Most of the time, you will be pondering what to do next, as my gameplay footage clearly shows. You also have your date gifts, which adds so much to the game. All the date gifts are unique in how they act. They can be as simple as removing select tokens off the grid, or they contribute to the rest of the date, like gaining more sentiment or moves each time you match 4 or more tokens. Combining which date gifts work together with each other opens the door to experimentation and replay value to do these dates efficiently as possible. I know there's a lot of date gifts that I haven't even used or regard as useless, like the lilac perfume, which increases the spawn of broken heart tokens for the remainder of the date. However, others may find other strategies and date gifts to combine it with. Each time you finish a date, you are given money to spend on gifts, food, and drinks. Gifts help you unlock new hairstyles and date gifts. Food either lets you talk with the girl more or have more moves in the dates, and drinks make you get more honey and extra sentiment on dates. Once your girl has 4 hearts and you take her on a date at nighttime and succeed, you will finally, do the thing with the thing.
So, don't make me spell it out. I think we both know what's up.
It sounds complicated, but it's an easy and effective cycle that I don't find myself getting bored of. Especially since the girls are so charming. Except for Audrey. The soundtrack is nothing to write home about, but is good for what it accomplishes. Lots of the tunes are downplayed, but music really isn't the focus of the game. I wouldn't be listening to it as often as, say, Freedom Planet soundtrack, but the tunes are still good by themselves. Also, that main theme is so catchy. Huniepop's story is basically non-existent. You're a guy or girl with no name, and some magical fairy shows up and tells you to go talk to girls. That's the story. Nothing epic, just talking to girls. However, the writing saves it. Since this is a Western dating sim, the writers weren't really just translating something and then putting a few jokes here and there, or doing a complete 180 and adding something stupid like this.
Whoa, pump the brakes, Arthur Fonzarelli. Have you got a stick up your ass? Or are you one of those dumbass Gamergate creep shows?
Also, who the heck is Arthur Fonzarelli? Oh. Why is he even mentioned in this It's all built from the ground up from our culture, so it delights in telling someone, these birds.
No, I like the birds.
It's kind of refreshing to play a game from this year that knows exactly what it wants and needs to be, and not taking itself too seriously. Finally, we have something influenced by Japanese culture that didn't end up so terrible. Besides the fact that Huniepop was a Kickstarter project that delivered what was promised, there's not one reason in particular why I enjoyed it so much. I can only give reasons why it's so good. It shocked me that a game I hated so much in its first hour turned out to be one of my favorite games this year. And this is coming from a guy who played Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance in the same year. All beaten by this one little $9.99 indie title that's Candy Crush Cross Soccer with Spirit. The only reason I can only think this way is because in those games, there were a few, if not lots of times I got frustrated and certain moments made me want to stop playing. However, with Huniepop, every single time I enjoyed myself when playing this at my home, at school, the dorm room, in the car, you name it. I never got tired of playing and enjoyed every single moment of it. And it's great seeing other people try out the game, even if they're good or not, and enjoying it too. And that's why I love this game and the impact it has. Gaming is a form of entertainment that can reach people in a variety of ways, and it's great seeing one of those ways somehow utilized with Huniepop. And as we look forward to what's to come in the future with Honeycam Studio, all I can hope is that the devs at Huniepop can give us something that we all can enjoy again. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like, and leave a comment please. I appreciate the feedback. If you want, you can check out my other videos. This ending card was made by the ever so talented BioDevil Dom, and he recently did a video covering Metal Gear Solid 5. Check that out if you wish. Also, give me a like on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter for other social ramblings. Catch you next time.
I think my tummy is speaking to me. It says, "Feed me!"